Like basketball being that thing that I could go to is taken from me. I felt like giving up like so many days where I didn't like know what to do. I would have flare-ups, I would feel sick. I was very angry.
What is it like to question if you're gonna get back to basketball?
Head down here, right?
This way.
This way. Bottom head, right? Oh.
Perfect.
And lift your chin up just a little bit. There you go.
COVID knocked me down, like totally off my feet. I was at like 0. This whole situation has changed me as a person tremendously.
My questions will probably all be similar to any questions that he or she asked you before.
Okay.
But basically today, what I'm going to try to do is just get an idea of who you are. Your current.
July 8th, when I announced I wouldn't be playing in the 2020 season, that day I went to the hospital and they said I had bronchitis too with COVID.
Any of those symptoms still continue besides the nausea?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, shortness of breath was so many, confusion and memory loss as well. My nervous system was being attacked from COVID. The doctors told me that I was malnourished. It lasted for so long. Like doctor said 14 days, why am I still sick? I felt like I was knocked down, but I'm building myself back up into an even better person and an even better basketball player.
Do we have any specific weight goals?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to like 160.
160?
I'm trying to gain all the weight I lost.
All right.
Thank you. My goal is definitely to get back by the 2022 season. I like my odds. I take my chances. I think realistically, anything's possible.
Asia had bilateral labral repairs, so both hips, in 2019. And then she was rehabbing and things were going pretty well. And then she came down with COVID, kind of took her out of all of her rehab, just kind of dealing with that.
August, I felt like I was turning a corner. End of September hit, started vomiting again all night. Something still wasn't right. And there was this one doctor, he basically broke down everything to me. What's going on when I feel this, what this means, what COVID did to my body. My favorite question, and the first question I would ask, okay, how long is this gonna last for? They were like, well, AD, I hate to tell you, I don't know how long you're gonna go through this for. And that was like devastating to hear, because it kind of was like, man, am I ever gonna get better? It kind of crushed my hope a little bit. I felt like giving up so many days, just not knowing if this will get better, when it will get better. I haven't had one of these in this severe in a long time, but maybe about a month, but that's progress. I feel like me having COVID is just helping me become who I really want to be. When I went to my doctor, he told me the only way you're gonna probably start feeling better is if you start doing something. I'm definitely nervous, how my body's gonna react. If I push too hard, I feel like I'm gonna get sick. But this is the grind part. This is the part where you just gotta stay dedicated to the process. It's not gonna be easy, but it's all good. It's gonna pay off.
We'll do kind of more active stuff in PT, but if I have you with PT right before you lift, I don't want you to be tired to go to your lift, because your lift is gonna be harder on your body than what we do.
We're gonna be in that same quarter squat position, pushing off your right, stepping to the left, trying to keep your feet about shoulder width apart. There's so much that goes into our job, from the science and knowledge side of things to how you relate to an athlete and build trust with them.
My butt is on fire!
Yes, that is the goal.
She reminds me of college. Oh, kill me, yeah.
With all the love. Louisville, or Louisville as they call it, had a course-based master's in exercise physiology and strength and conditioning. I decided that was the best fit. And so that's where I initially met AD. So we're gonna be here. Again, we're focusing on this left big toe, really anchoring it to the turf.
I'm really grateful now to just be working out, especially with Natalie.
Ready, and up. Good.
That's my dog. Something that'll motivate me, right?
What's that?
Call me AD.
AD.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
That'll like,
I got you.
hit a switch.
Okay. I got you. Good, AD.
I know Natalie's great. She's not gonna make you do too much too soon. Like, everything is on a schedule and a plan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Action.
Woo!
She's not as strong as she used to be. She's a little bit more limited in her hips. 5, 4, 3. Good. And relax. Nice. Okay on the hips?
Yeah, it was okay. I felt like I was like moving.
So much of it, I think, is mental. 3. Time. Perfect.
Woo! The biggest part is cardio right now. I get a little, not scared, but just, I don't know what to really expect with my body. I didn't know where I was gonna be at, being out for almost 2 years.
Keep it up. 5 seconds left. Come on. 3. Time. How do you feel?
Woo. I ain't gonna lie, today kicked my butt in a good way. That was the most I pushed. It felt like a weight was off my shoulders. We're gonna see how I feel later on tonight. That's normally when it kicks in with my flare-up, so hopefully I don't have one. I don't think I will because I think I was pretty smart. My lungs are like on fire right now. My chest. I have like this like cough, but I know I'm not sick. It's like all up here. These are like one of the moments where you can easily like lose hope because you like just had a good day and now you feel like crap, you know? This is the part like I have to embrace because it makes me into like who I am. The struggles, you know, it's gonna be worth it. COVID really like stripped me of my identity. Therapy helped me really dive into myself. We talked about that, I think last week, learning how to heal from all that stuff. So I think it's just gonna take time, but right now it's still there, like I still feel it, but I'm getting better day by day.
You have your emotional wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my emotional wheel. All right. Frustrated, aggravated, anger too.
Enraged.
Mm-hmm. I never let myself get to like thinking, what is life gonna be like after basketball? I always still had that hope. It's just something else I'm going through in life. It's just different. I'm still gonna get through it. All the stuff that I worked on, or I'm still working on, how I'm gonna be like when I start back playing. This might sound like cliche, but I'm just excited about the process. Today was a great day. I'm super excited to be back with my teammates. It's honestly, it doesn't feel real, but I guess it kind of kicked in once we started practicing. But I'm just super blessed and super grateful to be back with my team.
Okay, yes, we got that one, that mic.
If we can lock into their player personnel, that's a part of it with Connecticut. This is a team that's played together for a long time, isn't it? Their continuity, they play. So if we can execute...
After 2 long years, I'm super happy to be back. my teammates. The amount of support they show me is hard to describe. It's hard to put it into words. They said, what you're going through, we can never tell.
Something's not open, next play, next action. Make sure inside, outside. Okay, reverse it. Right now, innings.
I'm not sure how many minutes that I'll get. I'm just glad to be back out there. As I was testing positive, I couldn't see my family for like 6 months. My fiance was there for most of the time.
I'm really grateful to be able to be here with AD and be that positive, like, voice to AD, just to say, you know, keep going. We finally made it. Like, it's really exciting to be able to be back in New York, to be able to do what, you know, AD loves to do. It really is a blessing.
Gotta take my medicine with me. Gotta be prepared at all times. Come on, big man.
That boy bad. Come on, Dookie.
Dear God, we come to you today to simply thank you. It's a blessing to be here from such a long journey.
Amen. And thank you, Jesus, for my baby being back on the court. Proud of you. Love you.
Thank you. Let's get it. My stamina's getting better. Lung pain is getting better. Nausea is getting better. Headaches are getting better. Feel like I'm back to myself now. The first game in New York, I think I played like maybe 5 minutes. Giving up was never really an option. I want to treat every day as an opportunity for me to get better. I struggled for quite some time just because I didn't have basketball and all I knew was playing ball. Now I realize life isn't just about basketball. Now I don't let it control like my whole life.
What else do you want to talk about today?
I think we can talk about the trade, so
Okay.
let's talk about that. I remember we met after I got traded, and I told you, I said I didn't realize how much of a dark place I was in until I got out of that. When I was playing for New York, I didn't get much playing time. I was frustrated, but I was being there for my previous teammates, you know, trying to support them.
Behind that, there's a lot of hurt, because it's like, man, you want to be able to showcase what you can do.
I wasn't the one that could stick out riding the bench for a whole year. That's why, like, my therapist taught me, like, to value, like, myself. There's value to you. And if somebody doesn't see that in you, you need to go somewhere else. Or maybe that's not a good fit for you, you know? Oh my gosh, I got great rest. I'm not tired today. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. Yeah, feeling great. I'm better. Appreciate you, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel great about being traded. When I was playing for New York, I didn't get much playing time.
I got you, Tip. Let's get it.
It's a great feeling. I'm so happy. It is a dream come true.
Yeah, y'all. Hell yeah.
What was lost in all those years that you couldn't be you?
You talking about the 2 years of me being out?
You.
Oh,
You,
we
the
going
AD.
there. What was lost?
That's what the goal was, to go there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go there.
Wait.
What was the loss that was required from you to be somebody that you weren't?
Oh, it was a lot of just me being uncomfortable, wearing clothes that I didn't want to wear, that I didn't feel comfortable wearing, doing things that, like going to church in a dress. My pastor, he doesn't really care what we wear, but my mom insisted on making me wearing a dress to church. I started doing things to numb the pain.
But they don't know what happened. They don't know who was showing up. They don't know how much suffering you experienced.
Right. Yeah, I think definitely conversations could happen. Will it be beneficial? I don't know. My mom has made a lot of progress with who I am, and I'm super thankful for that. And just them trying to make the transition with the pronoun shift, like they were struggling, but they were really trying.
And how did you tell them that? What did you say?
I told them, I said, my pronouns have changed. I don't go by she or her, I go by they or them, and AD.
Who that at my doorbell? Who that at my doorbell? Who rang my doorbell? Bill. Hey. Hey.
Hey, little monkey.
You monkey.
Little tinky.
You got you a tan.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom. Love you. It's my first time seeing y'all in three months. But I saw y'all up in New York.
Right, it sure is.
Yep. I haven't seen y'all since April. Y'all glad I'm home?
Very.
Me too. Me too. How hard it was, like, not playing and just knowing, like, I'm 100% healthy, I don't have any flare-ups, I'm good. So, like, it felt good to hear that, you know, from my family.
She's really excelling there.
AD's really excelling.
AD's really excelling, just like I thought.
How does AD boo sounds?
AD boo.
AD.
AD boo.
He used to call me Asia Boo. Now he says AD.
You are that in my heart.
Yes.
You are making me learn this new lingo after 25 years of calling you. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Who am I? My fiance calls me her husband. I'm perfectly fine with that. That's who I see myself as. All of my close guy friends call me their brother. It's just natural. That's what feels natural to me. And that's one of the things that I had to figure out in therapy.
A lot of long haulers reached out to me. I created this Facebook group where I stay in contact with them, and they basically were asking me, like, how did you do it? How do you get to where you're at now? I said, well, the first thing you gotta do is you have to know when to stop, and you have to know when to keep going.
You would never admit how sick you really was. All we could do was call you on the phone just to give you our love.
I mean, a lot of days I felt like I was gonna die. I said there was plenty of times where I was working out and I was sick the following day. Like, I couldn't do anything. But I said, just because I felt sick didn't mean that I was going backwards. And I'm like, this is literally the recipe to getting better. Go out and do things that make you happy. Live your life. But you're not gonna feel great doing it. But eventually, you're gonna feel better. Like, I feel so much better.
It's clearer now, you know, how to move safely in the pandemic and what will keep you healthy. But that was awful.
Yeah, you ready to put up another 21 points tomorrow night, aren't you?
Over 30. Over 30.
You know what I always tell you about the layup?
Say it again.
Where that basket is at when you do your layup.
Got you, coach.
It feels great to finally be myself and not care about what people think about me.
Be patient with me and have to learn the new lingo. Love you.
Yeah.
Love you.
This is what feels natural to you. Be you.
What questions did your mom and dad ask you?
Well, my dad never really asked me questions about it. My dad was just really, he was like, okay, all right, whatever.
Even as a teenager, did he ask you who you were as, at that point, Asia? Did he ask you, how are you feeling? Did he ask you on a regular basis, how are you getting to know yourself? Are you confident in yourself? Are you happy with who you are?
No. We were more so focused on basketball.
Identity is larger than just what? Than just in a sport. What is identity? What was your identity that you wanted to show forth and manifest?
Life is not all just playing ball. Having COVID taught me that. But I'm here to play basketball. I'm here to do my job. I'm excited that I have a chance to play. And that right there makes me feel great.
What I see in AD is a very talented basketball player. Someone who enjoys playing and plays with a passion. They've been everything we thought they would be.
There's actually a lot of positives I took from having COVID. One was learning who I am, but two, it made me stronger. Mentally and physically. If I can get through COVID, I can get through anything in life.